All right. I'm gonna intro.
Okay.
Welcome to the second half of the Zeitgeist Lab Collections podcast. We are about to get behind the paywall.
Hmm.
I don't know why I'm talking like that.
I don't either.
Yeah.
And
I was like,
also, when
how
you
long am
say
I gonna
"Welcome to
talk like
this,"
this? Because like that's a good intro voice, but I just kept doing it, and I was like, when when do I stop?
but you just said like "Welcome to the second half of the Zeitgeist Lab Collections podcast." Like this is definitively the midpoint before the podcast is just over and done.
I meant like part two of our lab our I was about to say we're gonna go behind the paywall.
Okay.
I was gonna say this is the second part of our lab experiment about
Oh,
our
okay.
favorite movies.
I thought
That's
you
what
were
I
just like
was.
definitively declaring this the halfway point of the podcast.
Yes, exactly. Just the halfway that
Welcome to
yeah,
part two.
exactly. Yeah. Book one is over. Now this is book two.
Right.
Yeah. Um but yeah, I actually I know in our first part we of specifically I want to yeah, I should probably be more specific. Um yeah, the first part of this lab experiment about movies, I didn't have any honorable mentions, but we recorded that like I can't remember
I don't.
when, like,
It's
8 years
ridiculous
ago.
because these will come out probably at the same time. So I still haven't edited that. So when I get to that, I'll probably just do this. So it's all going to come out at once, but it's going to sound like we have no idea what the fuck we're talking about because I feel like you did talk about honorable mentions. I couldn't name them, but I feel like we went over honorable mentions.
I think you may have made some, but
I
I
don't remember what those
specifically
were either. I don't remember my own.
okay. I think I threw out some, but I
Okay.
have a list of ones that I didn't mention that I really wanted.
Okay.
I'll just do that really quick. I feel like we're in a time crunch, even though that hasn't been talked about at all.
No, I have no time crunch. I mean,
Okay, okay, that's cool. All right, awesome. All right. Well, my honorable mentions are. Oh, this is a different podcast related tab that I was working on that we'll talk about later. Um, yeah, I should have brought that up off mic, but we'll talk about that off mic. Um, okay, here we go. Oh, I have another. Okay, yeah, this is my note for this episode. Okay, I haven't. I not. I want to mention. I want to talk about something else that's
what
completely
is going
unrelated.
on? Like, we're all over the place. You're not even finishing a sentence.
No. Sorry. Okay. All right. So yeah. Okay. There. Okay. I'm gonna do honorable mentions, but okay. And before we get back into this, our top 10, I want to like bring up something that's completely unrelated. I want to talk. I've been meaning to talk about because like we haven't recorded it in so
Yeah,
long.
I'm sorry if that. Yeah, if that's not apparent already that we have not recorded in what seems like forever, I think it's going to be wildly apparent when people hear us trying to get back into figuring out what the fuck is going on. Like,
I had a bunch of edibles is what's going on. Um, but yeah. Okay. So my honorable mentions really quick. Uncut Gems. Um, which we'll talk about later. Maybe. Um, maybe off mic we will. I don't know.
I see. I
Um.
feel like you said uncut gems last time. I don't
Oh,
know.
did
I don't
I?
know what's going on. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen. But I swear to God, that was one of your. But maybe I'm wrong. I honestly, I remember you talked about. I don't even remember now. There was
I have a whole list of things that I don't remember talking about. So
what's the movie where they say, "Hey, something, come out and play"? You talked about that movie,
that was my top 10, The
right?
Warriors.
Yeah. I'm
I
just trying to
talked about,
remember what we talked about at all. We talked about the Warriors. We talked about Finding Nemo.
yeah,
I don't remember
Office,
the other three.
Office
Office
Space,
Space,
Some Kind of Monster,
and then there was
and The Dark Knight.
one.
The Dark Knight.
No, then
Yeah.
maybe you already mentioned Uncut Gems because there was another one you talked about. I think it's called like Empire Records.
Oh, that was an honorable mention, but yeah, that's not on my
That was an
note here
honorable
because
mention.
I
Okay,
erased it. I
okay,
erased it because I talked about it
okay. So we did
already.
talk about an honorable mention last time.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Okay,
okay. It's I'm
cool.
starting to remember kind of.
You're starting to realize where we are. Yeah, you're starting to become more. You're starting to become more. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Inglorious Bastards is my next one.
Oh, I never saw that one. I never wanted to
Really?
though. That's because
Yeah,
that's Tarantino, right?
that is. Yeah, and I think it might be my favorite Tarantino.
I could see
Um,
that, but to me, that's like a low bar to clear. Like,
no, I really love everything he's done that I've seen by him. I haven't seen all of them. I haven't seen the Kill Bills. I haven't seen Jackie Brown. Um, but didn't see the Grindhouse stuff either. Um, but I hated the last one that he did. But everything else that I've seen, I love.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, was that the last one
Oh,
he did?
that was a real piece of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
think the only Tarantino movie I've seen is Death Proof. I think that's the only one.
really?
Yeah.
Huh. Have you ever seen Pulp Fiction?
No,
Wow. Okay. But yeah, that's probably like I can see why everyone that say that's the big one. But yeah, I wanted to shout out, yeah, give like because that one was like that came out when I was in high school and I got into Tarantino obviously like in high school. Yeah, I was like, oh my God, Reservoir Dogs, that's so cool. Oh my God, Pulp Fiction, that's so cool. He's
hmm
so cool. And then he came out with this, Glorious Bastards when I was in high school. And I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be great. And yeah, it was. I think yeah, it's his best one. But
Okay. All right.
Good Burger.
Good
I
Burger.
just
Nice.
no one has the guts to make a good burger in 2022.
I never
I
saw Good
feel
Burger. I loved all that, and I loved Keenan and Kel, but for whatever reason, I never got around to seeing Good Burger. I remember the song "I'm
like,
a Dude" though. Like
I'm a
we're all
dude, he's a
dudes.
dude, she's a dude, we're
We're
all
all
dudes.
dudes. So I remember
That
that
used to be
song
the
and music
bio.
video. Yeah, but I never saw the movie.
You've never, wow. No, you have to. I think it's probably on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good watch. Yeah, even the kids might like that one.
Yeah, maybe.
Might not understand it, but it is really good.
Okay. Wait, when's the last time you saw it? Because sometimes I will think a movie is good, but then I will watch it again for the first time in like 10 or 15 years. I'm like, oh, wait, I was wrong. This movie actually sucks.
I have seen it within the last 5 to 6 years.
Okay, all right. That's
Yeah,
good enough. I think that you could still say it's good and be confident in
saw
that.
yeah, I saw it with my ex-girlfriend and her best friend. We watched that in her parents' basement.
Okay.
Because that's what I wanted to watch, and we never got to watch what I wanted to watch in that relationship.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like,
that's recent. That's recent enough that it could still be, you could still feel
oh
that
yeah,
way.
yeah. Um, but yeah, I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. Hey, that used to be my bio on like everything on all social media for like many years.
Nice.
The Mask.
Okay. I loved it
The,
when I was a kid, but I've seen it again recently and I don't really think it holds up.
really? Oh no, it's really good. I saw it. I've seen it within the last 3 years.
I've seen it within like
It's
the last
really good.
10, but the last time I saw like probably within the last 10 years I've watched that and both the Ace Venturas and I'm just like these don't hold up, man.
Really, I never saw Ace Ventura, or any of those. But
Really? Okay.
yeah. But which is really weird because I was a big Jim Carrey fan in the '90s, starting with The Mask, and then he was the Riddler, and I was obviously a big Batman guy.
I think we talked about that movie as well last time. Oh
No,
right.
I mean
Well, we
no, we did. We
in
probably
reference
did.
to The Dark Knight, I
Oh
think
yeah, we did. Yeah, because no,
we talked
yeah,
about Harvey Dent and then we talked about that because what's his name? Tommy Lee Jones plays Harvey Dent in that same movie.
yeah. No, I love Batman Forever. I haven't. That's one I haven't seen in years. I have no
Me
idea how the
either.
whole.
Me either, yeah.
That's gonna have to be yeah a watch. Um,
I
very
I don't
soon.
I just don't know how you can be a fan of The Mask and never have even watched Ace Ventura like back then.
I
Because
don't get yeah
to me it all
because I
just
even
goes
just Liar
together.
Liar. That's another classic and Dumb and Dumber. I loved.
Hated it. Hated Dumb and Dumber.
Really, no, that's one of those
See, I didn't
adorable
even
movies.
like that one back then. I didn't like that one when it came out.
Really,
I thought it
I
was
guess
stupid.
I can see that, but I don't know if that one holds up though. But yeah, I think My favorite Jim Carrey performance.
My favorite Jim Carrey performance is Man on the Moon.
Okay, yeah, I can't remember if I've seen that one. I remember seeing the trailer and stuff like that, and like I know that was a different kind of performance for him, but